So Ebony K Williams is back at it again. She doesn't agree with Gabrielle Union and Dwyane Wade going 50-50 on the bills, although she always hollering about being an independent woman. But yet she scoffs at the idea of her giving a man half on anything. But in case you forgot, these are the words that Gabrielle Union had to say about their 50-50.
I think I just have more responsibilities, for my money. So I get nervous, like, oh God, that movie didn't open, well, what does that mean? Am I going to have enough to hold everybody up? And everyone's like, it's coming, like, calm down. And I'm trying to find peace in the journey, not using my anxiety and scarcity mindset to be my engine, which is hard. It's weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, you better work. Well, you gonna sleep in? Somebody might not eat.
Yo, shout out to Oshay Duke Jackson for the clips. But I'm just saying, whatever works for your relationship. Now, if I'm a $200 million man and my wife is worth $40 million or whatever, I'm not letting you pay no bills. It ain't gonna happen. But I mean, maybe this is something that Gabrielle really wants, because you know what? In her last marriage, she was head of the household. She paid for everything she was running. Some people would say she still continues to be head of the household in this situation. But I ain't gonna mess with y'all too much though. But at least Gabrielle, she's an independent woman, and she's pushing to still be that in this relationship. Ebony K Williams, not so much. Just listen to what she had to say about this.
Monique, are you splitting the bills? I'm going to make it personal. Are you going to split the bills with a man who made more than $200 million during his NBA career, but you too are also a multimillionaire? What do you think?
Right. So even if I were a millionaire, I'm going to just be straight up. I'm not giving a man his change. Okay? Under no circumstances am I giving a man money. If it's payday and they ask me to pass out the paychecks, somebody else is going to have to give the men theirs, because under no circumstances am I giving a man money. And that's just where I stand on that.
Now, if I say what I want to say, y'all gonna swear I'm being mean, but it always be the one that look like this, that get to talking extra saucy like this. We gonna move on to what Ebony had to say.
Well, I think you know how I feel about it. And yet, clearly, right? I think for me, a lot of us, I think this is generational, right? I think let's set some foundational points. I think this is generational. I know I was raised with a single black mother that said exactly what you just said, Monique. We don't supplement men in this house, period. And at that point, when we're going to be going 50-50, almost like a roommate situation. Well, at that point, Monique, I might as well be married to you and share a household with you.
Well, y'all keep talking like this, that's going to happen for sure.
So that's my perspective. But I think this younger generation, I think they do feel differently. I think that they do tend to feel more egalitarian. And again, I think Dwyane Wade is younger. We have to remember there's an age gap between Gabrielle Union and Dwyane Wade. So I think that these younger men have a very difficult time with these traditional notions of them being head of household, and that translating to them taking care of the bills.
See, it's not the men who have a problem with being traditional. So ask Dwyane Wade, did he go 50-50 with his first wife? Fresh in the NBA. Did he go 50-50 with her? No, because he don't have a problem with it either way. It's the women like you who, if he were to take, who y'all claim to be independent, right? But if he would ask you to pay half of the bills because you're independent, then what you mean? Now you got a problem with it. If he was to ask you to fix him a sandwich, then you would have a problem with it. If he was to ask you to wash some clothes for him, then you would have a problem with it. See, it's the women that y'all keep spewing all this bull to that think they are not supposed to operate any way, shape, form, or fashion in traditional senses of what women used to be. But they want the men to be a traditional man. Now, this is what Roland Martin had to say about her comments here. Roland Martin says, this is beyond stupid. Has nothing to do with traditional norms. There's a lot that isn't traditional. So some want to holler, I'm an independent black woman, but then wants to fall back to this traditional crap. And out of these three, which one actually has a husband? Next. Roland was cooking on that one. And to Roland's point, it's funny that all these women want to holler, I'm an independent woman, and still want to talk about men being traditional, but ain't nothing about it being an independent woman traditional. You understand what I'm saying? You won't cook. You won't clean. You steady hollering about you ain't a maid. You're twerking it up every 2 seconds. All this sexual liberation that y'all want to feel because you're trying to be like men every 2 minutes. You won't, like Ebony K Williams say, I wish I would date a bus driver. Like everybody's so beneath you. You know what I'm saying? You want to be head of the household. You don't need men for nothing. You can do bad all by yourself, right? Men is just the sperm donors, right? You don't need no man. You independent. Bad bees and boss chicks, all of this, right? You all of these things that don't amount to what a traditional man wants. But you want a man to be traditional in every sense of the word. But you're independent. You a boss bee. You make all this money. You got your own career. You don't need us to be no man. You don't need us to be no father to your son. You just want to get the sperm from us, raise the kids, all type of crazy way, however you want to raise them, right? Until the kid turns like 13, 14 and starts spazzing out on you, right? Then you go live with your daddy. Oh, now you need, okay. Now you want me to come over there and put the stranglehold on him, right? Because he's getting too big for you to whoop now. But you don't need us for nothing. Every breath of your body is spent telling us that. But then in the same very breath, you scoff at the idea of coming to the table with half that rent. If that's what your man would ask you to do. Why wouldn't he though? Why wouldn't he ask you that? You put up this whole, I get my own money. I don't need you for this, that, and I got money. I make money, this, that. So if everything is about your money and your degrees and so show me. So if you do come across a dude that requires that, okay, cool. Come with half. Every time we go out on these dates, I just, talk about going on dates and this, that, and other. Y'all don't want to go to Red Lobster no more. Y'all gotta have Nobu, like Drake say, right? Bruce Chris, tomahawk steaks, the size of somebody's back, right? Come on with half that bill then. Then you want everything to be traditional. Then it's like, what I look like. I don't go date nobody that won't pay for me. But I thought I don't understand. I don't understand. It's not computing to me. Now me, I have no problem taking care of a woman, whatever. It's just, I don't see a problem. Most men don't see a problem with this. Baby, what you need? What can I get you? If we got it, we don't have no problem making sure you got it as well. But the problem is, be the funky attitude that women like this will give you back after they expect you to traditionally come and do all of this traditional stuff. They want you to stand on the side of the street, so if a car or bus ride by and smack y'all on the side of the road, you would get hit instead of them. They want you to fight Mike Tyson in the street if he come by and grab your booty or something, right? Want you to get killed trying to throw them hands with Mike, right? They want you to cut the grass. They want you to do the plumbing, make sure the roof ain't leaking, make sure the sewage backing up in the basement. What happened when the burglar break in? Burglar in the house? What happens then? They want you to pump that gas when y'all out there in 0-degree weather. Let's not mention all the professions of the world where 95% of it is done by men. The plumbing, the street workers, the people that's out there doing electricity in 0 below degree weather, digging up them gas lines, stuff exploding, boom, out there getting your oil so you can get them gas prices together. All this stuff you don't need a man for, or you want men to keep acting in the traditional sense doing, but y'all steady hollering you don't need a man. And then if a man were to ask you to do something as simple as pay your half of the bills in this house, because that's how most relationships work. We spend all the time talking about this relationship stuff going back and forth. We talk about it because we're talking about an upper echelon of people. They got a few dollars. Those are the people that we're talking about and we're going back and forth about. And we talk about them as if we were one of them or whatever, just hypothetical. But it's like, it's because that's all the women say they want. Every woman you ask, oh, she want a dude that make 100,000. So if you want a man that make 100,000, why won't you do anything that man asks? But let's not get it twisted. Most of regular society live in a household where it's a man helping provide and a woman helping provide. And they switching days on who cooking and who getting up to wake the baby because the baby crying too much and who mopping the floor and sweeping. And they all chip in. And as soon as them kids is old enough too, they get them in there. Tag them in the game, get them in there washing them dishes. I'm not doing it no more. So this is how a lot of relationships work because people aren't rich in the sense that they can just not have to have their wife work too. But even if we are talking about the upper crust of society who got it, you mean to tell me you want men to act traditionally in every way possible. But then when a man asks for a woman to do a few traditional things, let me get a sandwich, wash the clothes, make sure my kids straight, looking good, and, make sure the house clean. Y'all still lose your mind about it. I don't understand it. I won't understand it. But, hey, do what y'all want to do, man. It's your boy P-Cap. Let me know what you think, what you don't think about it. Get at your boy.